Hello and good afternoon all you Zontes maniacs. It's Madmick here again with another video. I'm going to change the brake fluid on my bike and my son's bike. So normally it's a 9mm here on the but the Zontes use a 6. I haven't got a 6, so I'm using pair of pliers just to undo it. I was going to use this procedure where I just put this bottle onto there and then I open the brake bleed and then I pull the lever and then I close the brake bleed, etc. But this one I've had for a while, this other version, because that's a 6mm there, I don't want to be messing about with it. I've got myself what I've used for a few years now, and all I do is I can stand up and I can refill the brake reservoir at the top there once I've taken the actual screws out properly, and then all I do is press this lever and I can stand up and do it. That way then I can refill the top. I'm going to do the front, sorry, because I've changed the pads on this one. I've got some new pads for the back, so I'll do that one as well in another video. But my son's bike, it needs bleeding as well. So I got myself a brand new, never used an open one after a while, so I'm going to do both bikes and probably do some on my car, so I can use this up because it doesn't last. I think it's called hydroscopic when it actually attracts moisture on an open thing. Anyway, so this is a brand new one that I bought .4. I'm just going to change the fluid going down to here. It doesn't matter about the ABS system, you're just changing the fluid going from there down to here. Back in a minute. Okay, so this is my brake cleaning kit. Basically it's a pressure pump. You have hoses attached to it, etc. One goes to the pump, one goes to the actual nipple on your bike. You just put pressure into it, then you release your nipple and it sucks it out because of the pressure you put into there, and it all gets collected within this unit here. There's a different top you put on, just a collection top. That's the actual going to the pump. You've got all your bits there, you've got some nozzles, etc. to put on. About 15 quid I think they are to buy. It makes bleeding your brakes blinking easy. So I advise that. I used to use this, put this onto the nipple and then just press the lever, undo the actual valve on your brake nipple, and then press the lever in and do the valve up. I keep doing that procedure. Well, this is nice and easy. You just prime the pump to the pressure, bring it up to about 25, yeah, and then once you prime the pump, just open your valve and it'll suck it all out. Just make sure you keep watching your top, that it doesn't get empty. All good, eh? Okay, you have two screws that hold the top cover plate on. Make sure you use a good screwdriver so you don't damage the threads on these things. These are quite nice threaded ones, so good screwdriver on there. Take that off, so we take that off first. Always enclose the area, because if you get any brake fluid, your paint won't last. Your paint will peel off. So I'm just going to put that out of the way down there for a second. And now you'll have the top cover plate and a rubber gasket underneath. I'll take the top cover plate off first. And then you have this rubber gasket as well, and there could be some brake fluid down below there, so you always make sure you cover the surrounding area with a cloth, etc. And that's my old brake fluid in there. Move that out of the way, put that on top of there. Right, I should be ready because I've got the top off now. Using this brake bleed I can stand up and do it, and as I'm pumping the old brake fluid out, this reservoir will go down, but I'll have the new brake fluid so I can keep topping it up. Yeah, the kit comes with a nipple extender to put on your nipple, so I decided to put one of them on. It might be easier for me to actually do it. I'm just building pressure up first, and then the pipe and this thing. See the pressure going up? So now the pressure's up, when I release the valve here, it should come out with the pressure. See, it's coming out there. Until the pressure comes down, and then I close it back off again. See how much I've got in here. That's how much I've taken out of the system, so it's a bit more, I think. Yeah, I'll put some more on the top there because I'll just fill that up. So yeah, so I'm going to build the pressure up in here, and then I'll release the valve here for it to the pressure to bring it out. That's the way to do it. Just make sure that you keep topping this up at the top here. Just top it up, top more or less. So this should be the last time. So I'm going to put the pressure in here first, get the pressure right up. And I've just filled the top up. And now I'm going to release this, and it will come out. It's all coming out now. So pressure's allowed it to pull it out. So that's it, brake bleeding done in that respect. So I think, let me just look at the top now. Yeah, I've topped that open. I'll just give it one more go and I should be all done. Oh, I'm not good at doing these videos, am I? I normally do it all by myself, nice and easy, so I'm just trying to show somebody else how to do it. So as long as you release this, it's a really good thing, because all you're doing is putting pressure into there and then it just pulls it out. It's brilliant. It's a lot easier than having to undo it, pull your brake lever in, then tighten it up, let your brake lever out, and keep doing that all the time. Just a pressurised system like this is brilliant. Right, I'll crack on. Okay, that's the brake bleeding done. Yep, that's how much I've taken out, which is probably the system. On the top is probably back to there, then down the pipe is to there, so yeah, it's all out. A lot easier to do it this way. Just pump up the pressure, then release the valve, and then it sucks it out. Just keep making sure your top up at the top's done. So that's that all done there, so finish with that. And now I've just got to put the top couplings back. I've filled it all up, and I'll just put these top things back on. So I just need two hands there, so that's in all in there now. So obviously the cover will go on next, which goes on the inside of it, like so. That holds it all down and it's tight in place, so it's all sealed from the air. And the top cover will go on and screwed down. Okay, so when you're putting these back on, don't over tighten them. Just make sure they're tight without coming off. That one's tight. And a nice good screwdriver will not damage the threads either on the top of the screw. And that's it. So my level is full. It's just up to the top there, so that's fine. All done and dusted. Cool. I'm not very good at doing this, am I? I'm going to have to edit this video and stuff and put in the best bits, etc. The back one, obviously, the cylinder's there to re-top up, and yeah. But the front one's all done now, so it's had its new pads, had the pad pins cleaned, the pistons cleaned. It's like brand new again, basically. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and join us on our journey. Lots of new Zontes content videos coming up, especially for the manufacturer, in showing you how to do certain things on your models. Please look in the archive. There's over 2,000 videos in the archive. This is Madmick signing off. D.I.Y for now. I'm coming for the throne.